There were a spate resignations. I think over 11 employees have left XAI.
Yeah, I think at this point there are only 6 of the 12 original co-founders left at XAI. Just these people who like graduated from Oxford and are just dedicated to the craft, just going into a meeting with Elon Musk being like, yeah, but how do we make it based?
Anyway, you had Anthropic, their head of safeguards research, just resigned. His bio says he's a poet and a researcher. It is clear to me that the time has come to move on. I continuously find myself reckoning with our situation. The world is in peril, and not just from AI or bioweapons, but from a whole series of interconnected crises unfolding in this very moment. By the way, this guy has footnotes in his 2-page letter.
If you're going to do this, get specific about what you saw. You know, if you're so worried about our interconnected crises, hit me with it. But he gives us absolutely nothing.
He's going to put out a poem that's like, roses are red, violets are blue, AI is scary.
And you should too.
And you should be too. And it's scary too. You're scary too. That was bad.
Let it count down.
9,
8, 7, 6, 5. And we're back.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been about a week.
About a week, because Ben, he told me before this, I don't know what happened. He came back from his shooting the ad in Mexico City, and now he's like, we walked in, he told me not to look him in the eyes, and I can only call him sir. So,
which is funny because I might not even end up being in the final cut of this commercial. I was all pumped. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm the main guy. And then I show up and shoot a couple different things, and then they're like, all right, go home. And I said, in
how did you know you weren't the main guy?
How did I know that I wasn't?
Yeah.
Because I was only shooting for like, my call time was 7 a.m. We started at like 9. And then I was wrapped at noon. 3 hours?
Wow.
Get out of here.
They flew you all the way down there for that?
Well, if they don't end up using me, then I only get paid for the
hours.
It hardly costs them anything. It costs them, I don't know, what, $2,000 to fly me out, put me up, fly me back. And the day rate of, $500 or whatever it was.
Where I come from, $3,000, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, where I come from, we wipe our butts with $3,000 and go, oh no, why did I wipe my butt with $3,000? I needed that.
Ad budgets are insane though. That's where.
Oh, I know.
That's where all the money is.
Especially Molson Coors.
Because these big companies are just going, it costs how much? Okay.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. Put it on petty cash. I always loved that. Petty cash. They call it. It means nothing to them so much that they call it petty.
They're like, don't be petty. It's only $3,000.
Petty cash. I remember the very first commercial kind of thing that I helped out on. I was like 18. My buddy Shane was like, hey, you want to help on this thing? You can make $200. I said, okay. And I drove all the way to Burbank on like a Saturday morning. And it was for one of the very first, they were pioneers, I got to say, strip poker.
What are you talking about?
Strip poker. They were filming it for an app. It was going to be a strip poker app, like at the dawn of the App Store. And it was a Playboy model, and they had her standing on a mirror, and they were just having her strip off one piece at a time, like 10 different outfits. And my job as the PA was to stand just off the side,
hard.
Well, and catch them. And I did not get hard.
No, that was your job as the PA.
Just hey, stand there and don't get aroused. If you
get hard, we're not going to pay you.
Yeah. But then I had to return all of the underwear and lingerie and stuff to Target to get the cash back.
Oh my God.
And I just felt like such an idiot. I was like, I need to return all this.
And I didn't get hard, by the way.
I didn't get hard. Anyway, hey gang, we got a great episode for you today. We're going to be talking all about these Chinese robots that are going to come kill us all, as well as...
I'm ready for it to kill me. I want to be killed by the Chinese robot.
How do you want it? Do you want it to smash you in the head? Do you want it to do a karate kick?
No, I want it to like rip my arms and then beat me to death with my own arms.
And then do like a flip or like a dance with it, or do the Fortnite thing with your arms.
Make it fun.
Yeah. I think I'd want to get a roundhouse kick
I
with
want
the
it to
heel.
be creative because I want to know in my last moments that like, wow, the AI really did get there. I can feel like the robot's thinking for himself
Yeah.
on this one. It's not just a list of moves he's doing.
I want it to feel.
He really hates my guts.
Maybe it'll crush me to death with a hug. That'd be kind of cool. I love you, and it's crushing me, and I'm going, please, Chinese robot, please. You love me. So we're going to be talking about that and all these
resignations from AI companies.
People do be resigning, and we'll tell you why. But before we do all that,
if you ask Elon Musk, they're getting fired.
They're getting fired.
You can't resign. You're fired.
And I think that Tesla's about to absolutely have really bad diarrhea into the capitalist toilet, the capitalism toilet.
I mean, it seemed that way
and I'll talk about why. I know.
It seemed that way for so long that I mean, I have a similar looking at all these numbers with their sales and everything. And, but I go, you sound like a fucking idiot. It's like with the Bitcoin. There was a guy who commented on our last episode, like, which I'm with him. And I think we called it out in the episode of like, fundamentally, like, yeah, none of this makes sense. Bitcoin's going to die, whatever. But we said in the episode, but it always comes back. And a guy was like, how many times have I heard you say this? And I'm like, I know. I don't know what you want me to do. But nothing makes sense.
I will say why I think it's different. So you just have to stay tuned.
We'll get into it.
Sign up at benandemilshow.com and you can do part of the Q&A. We're going to be doing the Q&A again. Going to try to keep on track with that. And also, we're going to have some exciting new stuff to announce too later. We'll do that. But hey, guys,
while we have you.
Big, okay, huge. Last year, a bunch of you took advantage and got the Southwest Companion Pass, and I just want to share it with you again because the Companion Pass is back.
And it's going away soon.
It's going away. If you go to thecreditcardlist.com, it'll be up there. And so I already got a ton of DMs asking about this. Okay, so what is the Companion Pass? First of all, it's very cool. It's basically buy one, get one free flights with Southwest. If I chose Emil as my designated companion and I buy a ticket to Hawaii, boom, one free ticket, no strings attached. That's it.
So if you have a partner, a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend.
First of all, good for you.
Yeah, we're happy for you.
Yeah.
But now you're flying BOGO.
You're flying BOGO, and it's good for an entire year. It's good until you could do it every single effing day until, February 28th, 2027. But some people asked me, hey, I already have a Southwest card. Am I eligible for this? Yes, because it's available on two different cards. There's the Southwest Plus card or the Priority credit card. So if you've got the Priority, apply for the Plus. And if you've got the Plus, apply for the Priority. And
if you've got neither, you could do it on either of them.
Yeah, and you get bonus points too. So if you, let's see, on the Plus, it's spend $3,000 in the first 3 months, you get 20,000 bonus points, and you get the Companion Pass. On the Priority one, it's spend, what is that? $5,000 in the first 3 months. You get 40,000 bonus points and you get the Companion Pass. Normally, the Companion Pass is very hard to earn. You have to spend a lot of money or fly a lot of times.
You have to hit like 100-something thousand points or something like that before it'll kick in.
So it's pretty good. And then also there's another limited time offer if you're a Delta head. You get 70,000 bonus miles when you spend $3,000 in the first.
The Delta AMEX is pretty good right now.
Delta AMEX is pretty good. Yeah, within the first 6 months, you can get up to looks like 90,000 points.
I do have to say, Delta's the best airline.
Delta is the best airline.
It's I've tested this now.
Oh, I'm so pissed. I was going through old emails and I had a travel voucher for American Airlines from last year when they bumped me down to coach and they gave me a $500 travel voucher. It just expired and I just missed it. $500 gone down the toilet. Down the toilet with yesterday's diarrhea.
You got to use the travel vouchers.
You got to use them. So anyway, folks, I highly encourage
American
you to.
Airlines is annoying too. Their points expire, which they're like the only ones.
Yeah, that is annoying. Tacky.
It's like, let me use them.
It's unattractive.
No, not cool.
I've been using that a lot lately because it's from toward the end of Breaking Bad. I think it's the second to last episode. The neo-Nazi is like, "What's with all the greed here? It's unattractive," and it's just such a funny line from a neo-Nazi to say greed is unattractive.
He's got a point.
He does have a point.
You don't absolutely have to hand it to him, but the neo-Nazi was right.
He was right. Okay, let's dive right in, shall we? So Elon Musk, king shit of fuck mountain.
You ever heard of him?
Yeah, you ever heard of him? He's the guy who looks like I don't know what he kind of looks like a pig, doesn't he?
I always call him the guy who swallowed a barrel. We've all seen the body. We don't know quite how he did that, but if he's one thing, it's an innovator.
Yeah.
And the body mods are absolutely insane.
I do like it when he launches rockets because you can see him here in LA. It's really cool.
Yeah, the first time I saw one, it really freaked me out because it leaves that weird trail.
Yeah,
and you go, that cannot be good.
And
what
it's
is that?
Absolutely mind-boggling that there are still people here in Los Angeles who will post on social media, did anybody see this in the sky? What is it? And it's like, is this your first time?
It is alarming when you see it, though. If you don't know what it is,
sure, but they've been doing it for years.
Okay, what if they just moved here?
Even if you haven't seen it in person, surely you've seen
a picture of it.
Yes.
Well, maybe they haven't.
And they're just like, what that?
I'm with you. Yes. It's freaky. Go ahead. Ask what it is.
There's a lot of morons out there. But anyway.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. I remember one time in Pop Warner football, I was probably 9 years old or something like that. Mm-hmm. And the football coach said, and like we all take a knee. And he's like, and you guys can ask any question you want. This is a good opportunity. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So just ask away. If you have any questions about the game of football. And this kid just raised his hand and was like, you know how when you're watching football at home and they got the yellow line on the screen, how do they move it so fast? And he just goes, Joey, take a lap. That's the stupidest fucking question ever.
Oh man, he ruined that kid's trust.
That was how it all, dude. It was
Sounds
all like
very New Jersey.
It was all psychotic, like Italian men as our coaches.
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Yeah, I had a soccer coach who would just turn red. He just was pass the ball. I was like,
we'd be running, and they were grown men, so they were faster than us. And you know, if we were running laps too slow, they would run behind us and push our backs. And you're running as fast as you can and you just can't help but just topple over into the ground.
Hey, everybody, we want to take a quick break and talk about something very important, man. It's life insurance. You know, I've been putting off getting life insurance, and I don't know about you. If you've been putting it off too, there's no better time to do it than now, because over 2/3 of Americans overestimate the cost of life insurance. It's way, way, way more affordable than you think. And Fabric by Gerber Life makes it so quick and easy to make sure your family has more financial protection this year.
We've all been putting it off, but Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance you can get done today, made for busy parents like you, all online on your schedule, right from your couch. You could be covered in under 10 minutes with no health exam required. If you've got kids, and especially if you're young and healthy, the time to lock in low rates is now. Even if you have life insurance through your employer, it may not offer enough protection for your family, and it may not follow you if you leave your job.
Yeah, that's right. And there's no risk. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can cancel at any time. They have over 1,900 five-star reviews on Trustpilot with a rating of excellent. They've also got free digital wills, tools to invest in your kid's future, and more, all right from your phone. So join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/Bays. That's meetfabric.com/Bays, MEET fabric.com/BAES. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company. Not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. Well, Elon Musk is pushing the proverbial backs of his XAI employees.
That's
I'll tell you that. How do you like that transition?
I really like that.
There were a spate of resignations these last few weeks. I think over 11 employees have left XAI. 11 engineers and then two more co-founders.
Yeah, I think at this point there are only 6 of the 12 original co-founders left at XAI.
And they said that all of them pretty much said that they're starting something new.
And very weird timing. I
Yeah.
mean, this all like kicked off February 6th. You have the first one with Ayush.
Don't try.
I know.
They're all very foreign names.
It's very different.
Respectfully.
Yeah. But it's like I'm looking at it and I'm just sweating. It's February 6th. You have Ayush Jaswal, the first engineer.
Ayush Jaswal? No. I got his rookie card.
The very next day, Cheyenne Sally.
Yeah, I got the holofoil of that one. Yeah.
2 days later, Simon Jai.
Dude.
A day later, you have two leaving. Simon Jai, Yu Hai, who goes by Tony as well. Woo!
Wow, man. You got a veritable who's who in
and
the.
And then February
the
10th, you have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people jumping ship.
Yeah.
And they just keep going. They just all keep leaving, and they're doing various things. Whether they're saying, we're starting our own thing.
It stinks like shit in the office. It stinks like shit in Elon's office. Man, I'm so glad that I don't work in an office anymore, because every single office these days is the same. And my friend Matt Grippy just made a TikTok about it, talking about how you can have such a modern setup. It's a beautiful office, no matter where you work. Beautiful office, open layout, or maybe it's cubicles, or maybe it's independent little offices, catered lunches, all the free seltzer and Diet Coke you can drink, ping pong tables, video games, TVs, blah, blah, blah. But then the bathroom situation is always the same. It is dead quiet in there, and you hear every last fart and ass blast from your bosses and your coworkers, and it is the most uncomfortable thing in the world. And it's like, did human beings not design these bathrooms?
Well, tell me how you would design it.
I would have like music playing, number one,
like really loud,
and I wouldn't have stalls that are just. I would have like very lush stalls that close, and there's no cracks. There's no cracks. It goes all the way to the floor, all the way to the floor. So if you're making butt noises in there, or it would just be a ton of like foam sound blocking. Like
I think you're too caught up in your own poo-poo.
And you know what I would do whenever I had to go? I would just plug my ears. Like, all right, I got to go. And I don't want to feel embarrassed about my own sounds, and I don't want to hear them reverberating. So I'm just going to plug my ears and let it loose. Let loose, man.
I don't even think about it. I'm just in there.
Of course you don't. You're normal. You're
letting
blessed.
it rip.
Yeah. Anyway, so part of the reason is there's still a bunch of controversy over Grok and the X-rated stuff. And in fact, their X is French. I can't believe I called it X, but their French offices were raided last week. And there were some anonymous sources told The Verge that they were disillusioned by XAI's focus on just stupid shit like Grok image generation kind of stuff. And Mecha Hitler, yeah. God. And XAI's disregard for safety. That's a big one. A lot of them, a few of these anonymous sources were saying that Elon just doesn't give a flying fuck about safety or guardrails because it's in the spirit of catching up and also in the spirit of free speech.
That is a big thing I was thinking about when it's very funny because it's not just XAI. There have been some high profile exits. There was a woman who left and did a op-ed at the New York Times. I think she was OpenAI, and she did her whole op-ed talking about the ads, which we can.
No, she was talking about the erotica.
No, this one was talking about the ads.
Oh,
so maybe there was a different one. And then there was obviously the Anthropic guy who was talking about leaving.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about
poetry
that.
And stuff like that. But they talk about their own background, and it is very funny when pretty much all of these people have PhDs. They're extremely educated, and then you just have to deal with. Like, I imagine being at Anthropic is probably nice for a lot of these people. They seem like the most serious ones and genuinely somewhat dedicated to being safe and advancing this thing in a responsible way. But just these people who like graduated from Oxford and are just dedicated to the craft, just going into a meeting with Elon Musk being like, yeah, but how do we make it based? Yeah. And you're like, I gotta go. I'm doing poetry. I can't fucking deal with this.
I gotta talk to my friend who worked at X, and because he's no longer there. He hasn't been there. I think he resigned a year ago. And I gotta get the scoop from him because I'm sure that he had worked with that's interesting. My agent just called me. Maybe I got put on hold for another effing commercial.
You got to go back. He's got to go back to Mexico City.
I did one. I had a call back today for a sports betting app. people are going to probably give me shit. Anyway, but yeah, I agree. It's gotta, it's just what a awful feeling to have to answer to that guy of all people. And you know that he's just unrelenting in what he demands of you, both in the hours that you put in and throwing ethics by the wayside.
Yeah, I'm curious what your friend would have to say. There's obviously the reporting about, especially at SpaceX, where basically Elon's presence was this would basically have to be kind of fenced off by his high profile handlers who are basically like, don't let Elon make an insane decision and fuck everything up.
Whoa, I believe that. Yeah, and then the last thing that these insiders were saying was that they felt like they were stuck in a catch-up, just forever catch-up, because they were later to the game than Anthropic, than OpenAI, and that they're not doing anything fundamentally different than their competitors. They're just copying them, and they're a year behind. Zero safety, and apparently a lot of decisions about what to ship happen in a company-wide group chat with like everybody in the company. I think they've got about 1,000 employees. I would be such a terror in there. I'd just always be tacking on,
We said it earlier in the episode, but Elon is insisting that these were not resignations, but rather people who were pushed out of he was pushed out of the company because they just did not fit.
Actually kind of style.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because we've reached a certain scale, we're organizing the company to be more effective at this scale.
Yeah.
And actually, when this happens, there's some people who are better suited for the early stages of a company and less suited for the later stages. And he added, we're hiring aggressively. And he said, join XI if the idea... XAI, excuse me. Join XAI if the idea of mass drivers on the moon appeals to you.
Okay, so... Does that
appeal to you? Does mass drivers on the moon appeal to you?
What is mass driver? What is a mass driver? I'm going to Google that. Mass driver. Is that a thing? A mass driver it's an electromagnetic catapult, and it's a proposed method of non-rocket space launch, which would use a linear motor to accelerate and catapult payloads.
Does that appeal to you?
That does appeal to me.
Does mass drivers on the moon appeal to you?
So in other words, he's now trying to say that because XAI was just absorbed just like that by SpaceX, that they're going to be building all kinds of shit on the moon. And I got news for you guys. It ain't gonna happen. It is. So in as much as we doubted that a lot of forever Trump people would ever turn their backs on him or disregard him or disavow him or whatever, we're finally starting to see cracks in that.
You think?
Oh yeah, that Sean McGuire guy just put out like he's a podcaster.
Oh.
Big podcaster.
I don't know if I
like
know
8 feet tall. He's huge.
I don't know if I know.
700 pounds.
He's like a big right winger.
Yeah. Well, kind of.
You're more into that space than me.
Me? I don't watch any of this shit.
Oh,
or no, not
dude,
him. Not him. Sorry. It's another guy. Sean.
That guy's the scariest guy in the world.
This guy is terrifying, but it's a different guy. Sean something. Fuck. God damn it. Sean,
this is the VC guy who's always like, we should just kill wages or whatever.
Yeah. Sean Ryan. You would recognize him. Yes, this guy.
I don't know if I know this guy.
You had to have seen. He's got 5 million. This guy.
I don't think.
Boy, look at him as a sailor. What a cutie patootie. Don't you just want to pinch those cheeks?
I'm honestly not sure I know who this guy is.
Well, he's a very, very big. He's a podcaster, former U.S. Navy SEAL. He's been on Rogan a bunch.
One of those guys who's like, the only coffee I drink is like Black Bullet coffee because everything else makes you gay, right? He's just like one of those like...
Black Bullet coffee, the only coffee that makes you gay. Doesn't make you gay. You're... shit. Hey, everybody. Hey, it's wintertime, huh? You got cold days, big goals, and no time to cook like me, your boy? Well, Factor makes healthy eating easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs so you can eat well without the planning and the cooking and the cleaning. It's got quality, functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats. No refined sugars. No artificial sweeteners. No refined seed oils. Meals that fit your goals on schedule. Healthier eating. Calorie management and more protein.
You want variety? Well, how about 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious through winter? Okay, options include high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean diet, GLP-1 support, and ready-to-eat salads.
Ooh, I love
Plus,
the salads.
for boys like Ben trying to bulk up, we got the new Muscle Pro collection supporting strength and recovery. Okay, these things are always fresh, never frozen, ready in about 2 minutes, no prep, no stress.
So you head to factormeals.com/Bays50off and use code Bays50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for 1 year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan. 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active. So he put out like a 3-minute long video on Twitter basically saying he regrets helping get Trump elected, and he is not Team Trump anymore. And I mean, we're seeing bits of that with the Andrew
I'm definitely
Schultz's
seeing Nick Fuentes clips where he's fully like, I saw one today where he's literally saying, do not vote for, not even Trump, do not vote for the GOP anymore. Like, I want them to break, which it's so funny because it's like a 4-minute clip. And basically for the first minute, you're kind of like, okay, hell yeah, tell him not to do that. And he's like, what we need to do is burn the GOP down to the bones, and we need a Nazi to rise. And you're like, okay, never mind.
All right, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's an example too. But as we know, that is subject to change. But we're starting to see similar vibes
with Elon.
With Elon and Elon fanboys, especially as Tesla sales drop, as China EVs are proven and shown and known to be leaps and bounds more advanced, more luxurious, and cheaper than Tesla.
I mean, those kind of go hand in hand when you're talking about the Tesla sales dropping.
Yeah.
You know, places like Australia where the sales of Teslas are dropping precipitously. It's like BYD is selling it, selling 10 to 1
for nothing.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, and then in their most recent conference call for their quarterly earnings, they famously announced that they are no longer going to be I believe it's the Model S. One of their best-selling models is now so old that they're just shutting down the factories and converting them to manufacturing for Optimus. And
yeah, I mean, he's talking even if we just sell these at $30,000,
let's play that clip.
Trillions of dollars.
So that's why I think it's probably the world's biggest product, because there's at least a market for probably 20 billion. It could be 50 billion. I don't know, a lot. So
can you pause it for 1 second? This guy's got all the money in the world and he cannot get better sound or internet quality, so we can. Right. Sorry, this is just insane.
I just can't stand, like, dude, when you make an M sound or a B sound, use your lips, not your fucking teeth. 50 he goes like this. Villion. He says villion. Fucking asshole. I hate him. It's just, all right, go ahead.
You know, hypothetically, if Tesla was making 1 billion of these a year at scale, and at scale, the cost gets lower and lower. So maybe it'd be like on the order of $50,000. I'm just guessing here. And, you know, that's 30 trillion in revenue.
Insane.
Yeah, insane. Wow, insane.
You know,
wow.
There's a long way to go between here and making 1 billion robots a year.
Yeah.
1 billion robots.
So, by the way, I fucking hate I asked Siri, I was like, hey, what's whatever it was, what's 30,000 times a billion? And it goes, the answer is 3 times 10 to the 13th power. And I'm like, okay, what is that expressed as a number? 3 times 10 to the 16th power is 3 times 10 to the 16th power. Just tell me what the fucking number is, you stupid son of a bitch robot. Just say it. I asked you to express it as a number. God damn it, man. I saw another video of this guy with Chat GPT, and he's holding a cup upside down.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, what is this? That's a trick cup."
Well, before he even shows it to me, he goes, "Someone gave me a cup, but unfortunately the opening is on the bottom and the closed part is up on the top." And they're like, "That sounds like a goof cup." And he's like, "Well, is it usable at all?" And then he shows it to them, and they're like,
"Yeah,
no,
that's definitely a goof cup.
You're not going to be able to use that at all."
I've got bad news for you. You're not going to be able to use that goof cup. And then he flips it over and goes, "What about now?" Well, you still can't use it. Anyway, so Mr. Bullshit is basically saying, hey, when we are making 1 billion of these a year, granted he's saying hypothetically, $30 trillion in revenue. It's reaching such a point where I feel like he feels like he's got to say increasingly insane things to keep the allure going and keep reeling people in with like, whoa, what would Tesla's multiple
if he just
be?
makes 1 billion a year.
Oh, Tesla is heavily undervalued if they can get to $30 trillion a year, because if you put a 10x multiplier on that, that's a $300 trillion company.
Siri can't even say the number, babe. Like, that's how big it is.
Per share, that would be like 10,000 per share. Actually, it'd be more than that. It would be a fucking insane number. But
this is where I'm like, are people jumping ship? This guy has been doing this for...
he's been doing long enough where...
Yeah, I mean...
It ain't working anymore.
You had so many opportunities to jump ship and be like, this guy's a liar. Obviously, the latest one is that people are putting compilations of him talking about the timeline for Mars, because he has just recently scaled back his own aspirations for going to Mars. And I guess someone just made him aware of the fact that the moon is actually a little bit closer and maybe easier to get to.
Yeah.
So he's completely recalibrated his whole...
And now that buys him a little bit more time, right? Because now he can promise the grandiosity
data centers on the moon.
Like, we can have Luna bases, and we could have Luna bases and Optimus manufacturing and AI data centers. And it's like, motherfucker, the moon is inhospitable. You see,
I'm almost positive we were talking about this, and I was making the joke. It was probably within the last 8 weeks or something. I was making the joke, they're going to put data centers on the moon. Talk to me when they're putting data centers on the moon. And now he's literally doing...
He's saying that he's going to. And it ain't going to happen.
But now my dumb joke is his business plan.
The heavy Falcon fucker launcher 5000 that would be required to ship dozens of rockets up there just for all the supplies necessary would not only be massively expensive, but they still haven't gotten that fucker to work.
Don't you know about mass drivers on the moon?
Well, all that's to say is, I think that the facade is finally, maybe, possibly starting to crack.
No.
When you've got the car narrative is well, the car narrative is cooked. That the car narrative is beyond cooked.
You think?
We all know that prices or that sales are slowly evaporating, and even then, part of Tesla's multiple and part of what makes them so valuable is the Optimus. But so first of all, not only are they behind, and they've fallen behind on quality and craftsmanship and everything on in competition generally with the cars, but now with Optimus, China is way the fuck
and with
ahead
the cars.
of the game.
That includes full self-drive. They are not that, which has always been their fallback thing of like, if we just crack full self-drive, you're not even going to believe what we're capable of.
You're not even going to need to own a car.
And they seem to be trailing majorly in that department as well.
They are trailing majorly. Because Elon's stubborn ass is like, we don't need LiDAR. We're just going to do it all with cameras. And it's like, okay, famously cameras can't see very well, just like human eyes, in fog, in rain, in all sorts of conditions. And he's like, well, fuck you. He's too proud to, I don't know. He sucks shit. And I think that in as much as AI has caused software stocks to massively get repriced, I think as China makes more and more progression in robotics, as we are seeing like every day now, it's going to cause Tesla to get massively repriced as people realize, oh shit, his bullshit about Optimus making even at 30,000, you can buy a Unitree one. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah,
for like $13,000.
Yeah.
China's going to undercut them just like they've been doing. They're mastering this shit. So what leg does Tesla have to stand on anymore?
Yeah, I didn't quite realize the leg up that China had on these robots as well.
Yeah.
And they're basically comparing it to the EV market. They're doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Except this time Tesla doesn't even get the head start. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the videos of Elon being asked maybe 15 years ago about BYD, and him just like,
familiar with BYD, which is also on the West Coast. I think they're ramping up production of their electric vehicles. Warren Buffett owns 10% stake in that. Why do you laugh? BYD is trying to compete. Why do you laugh?
Have you seen their car?
I have seen their cars, yes. In fact, at the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, I saw their cars.
Yeah.
Well, they are on a different, tell me why you're laughing. You don't see them at all as a competitor.
No.
That's not epic. BYD is not
and so
epic.
he doesn't even get the grace period of being ahead and having this hubristic lead here. Now they're just currently nearly 90% of all humanoid robots sold globally in 2025 were Chinese. And 6 of the highest selling companies in the sector were from the East Asian country.
Granted, obviously, we're still very, very early, and just because you're first doesn't mean you're the winner. But with these advances and China having the backing of the the government, and then supply chains all being local and stuff, they definitely have a head start. But real fast, wrapping up with Elon, I just realized Elon Musk is like that brother-in-law that you hate who loves Family Guy. He's just a brother-in-law who thinks anything that comes out of Stewie Griffin's mouth is just
Yeah,
it's fucking epic.
and like his whole being is just subsumed by the fact that he needs to make other people laugh, and everyone thinks he's just
insufferable
the most
and awful.
unfunny.
Yeah. Hey guys, fellas, you know, I'm talking to you, bud. When your hair starts to thin, your confidence can too. That's why Hims makes it simple to feel like yourself again with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life and your hair goals. If you're tired of trying to figure out what actually works for hair loss, you can figure it out through Hims, because you get access to clear solutions, expert guidance, and an online process that takes the confusion out of care.
Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Okay, that's 1 season, baby, and you're going to be stepping out with a new, thick, luscious, full head of hair.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself, all right?
No, you really shouldn't.
Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule.
So for simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/bays. That's hims.com/bays for your free online visit. hims.com/BAES. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Let's play this clip of him saying, don't go to medical school as we wrap this up. Because this is his belief about Optimus.
When do you think Optimus will be a better surgeon than the best surgeons? How long for that?
3 years.
3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, that's
3 years. 3 years at scale.
Yes.
All there will be more. There'll probably be more Optimus robots that are great surgeons than there are all surgeons on Earth.
And
Wow.
But that's an important statement.
Wow.
In 3 years' time.
Yeah.
Because medicine. I mean,
I'm not like absolutely certain, but I'd say if you say like 4 years, I'd be absolutely
If it's 4 or 5 years.
4 years.
Wow.
extreme precision.
Yes.
3 years. Yes, better than any. Probably, I'd say if you like put a little margin on it,
My
better
niece-
than any
my
human
niece
in 4 years.
Who's in plastic surgery?
By 5 years,
residency
it's
is
not
gonna
even
hit this.
close.
I think your point was medicine is going to be effectively free. The best medicine in the world.
Everyone
is
will have
effectively
access
to everybody.
to medical care that is better than what the president receives right now.
So don't go to
Wow.
medical school.
Yes,
Yeah.
pointless.
Oh
It's
my
pointless.
God.
Don't go to medical school.
Unless you, but I would say that applies to any form of education. It's not like some. I do it for social reasons.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to medical. If you want to hang out with like-minded people, I suppose.
All right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we should just, as I was saying on our call the other day,
He said 4 years with absolute
4
certainty.
years. Oh, yeah.
He said 3 years probably.
Let's,
But
let
if you give
them,
him 4 years.
let them in 4 years show us how safe it is and let them give you a vasectomy and then undo it.
yeah.
I would trust
Hopefully this
Optimus.
motherfucker needs heart
God.
surgery in
Yeah.
4 years.
We already
I wanna
have robotic surgeons. We've had them for a long time. They did surgery on a grape. Remember that? But no, really, there's a company called Intuitive Surgical, and they've been doing this they're one of the best performing stocks like ever. ISRG, if you want to Google them. In fact, I'm curious, what their
But Optimus is going to do it.
do max. This is a $175 billion company. They've gone up 24,000% since they've been around. And yeah, I would say that they've got a leg up on your Optimus shit. And they don't even fully rely on the robot doing it itself.
What do you mean? They're
It's
just
like human assisted.
Yeah, yeah.
They're little robots that go in and snip your butt if you need your butt snipped. Do you need your butt
Why would you
snipped?
need your butt snapped?
I don't know. You get stuck together.
Mm,
Yeah.
I think that's happening a lot
People's butts. Thank God that doesn't happen.
anymore because of the robots.
Because the
If
robots.
you're young enough to not remember when people's butts were getting stuck together like this,
you had to get your
count
butt.
yourself lucky.
God, I got surgery this weekend. My butt stuck together. I got to snip it. Oh man, that sucks. But no, it's an outpatient thing. They just numb it.
And now with the
locally.
robots, it's pretty quick.
Yeah,
it's
with
not
the robot,
invasive.
it just goes. It's actually just like basically a pair of scissors. They just go and cut it.
But this does seem like the real with the AI race when a lot of people are talking about not seeing the fundamentals to justify all this capital expenditure and stuff.
Yeah.
It does seem like it's going to be a race to see who can make robots that are effective for reorganizing the economy, basically.
Yeah. Interestingly, just speaking of capital expenditure, I saw a chart that it's been going around on finance Twitter showing all the capex of all the hyperscalers. And you got Google, Amazon, Meta.
Are you talking about Apple?
Yeah, and Apple's not. So Apple, folks, is not spending any money on AI. And it begs the question, obviously, why? And it's kind of smart because it's like all these other companies, let them figure it out. And then we'll just either license the tech or
You're gonna
it'll be
have tons of cash. You could also just
buy someone.
You could also just buy someone.
Yeah. Very, very smart move. But also probably because they know that they suck shit at software development now. They still can't figure out. There's a new glitch on the thing where in iMessage, if I open a photo and then swipe away and go to text, as soon as I go to text, it thinks that I'm opening the photo again. And I've gotten stuck in a recursive little loop where I'm opening the photo and I have to like swipe it away, wait, and then text. Makes me want to crash my car.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you do text while you drive, which is your problem.
Oh yeah, it's just both. But really, folks. So what was the other thing with those? What I saw on? Who cares? Anyway, you had Anthropic. Their head of safeguards research just resigned in quite an interesting way. His name is
Go ahead.
Rinank Karma. His bio says he's a poet and a researcher, and I think that actually informs why his resignation letter is so poetic. But I'll just cut to the third paragraph here. It is clear to me that the time has come to move on. I continuously find myself reckoning with our situation. The world is in peril. And not just from AI or bioweapons, but from a whole series of interconnected crises unfolding in this very moment. By the way, this guy has footnotes in his 2-page letter.
He has a foot when he is talking about these interconnected crises unfolding at this very moment. He references, some call it the poly crisis, underpinned by a meta crisis. Probably my favorite resource about this is First Principles and First Values by David J. Temple.
These tech guys love first principles. They are obsessed with, well, what we did was threw out the book and started from first principles. Like, shut the fuck up. Okay, great.
Also, but funny, okay, you have your whole moment here to write your whole thing. I know you're doing a quick little note here as you resign, but it's like, you're going to just give me a quick footnote where I got to read a book if I want to know what the interconnected crises you're talking about. I mean, I could maybe infer what you could be talking about, but I'm a little bit curious what you're so worried about that you're retiring to some English countryside or somewhere to...
Well, he says in his follow-up tweet, I'll be moving back to the UK and letting myself become invisible for a period of time. But anyway, he goes on.
Sorry, finish. Yeah,
he goes on in the thing. We appear to be approaching a threshold where our wisdom must grow in equal measure to our capacity to affect the world, lest we face the consequences. And I don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon. Moreover, throughout my time here, I've repeatedly seen how hard it is to truly let our values govern our actions. I've seen this within myself, within the organization, where we constantly face pressures to set aside what matters most, and throughout broader society too. And then he footnotes his own thing.
I know.
It is through holding this situation and listening as best I can that what I must do becomes clear. I want to contribute in a way that feels fully in my integrity and that allows me to bring to bear more of my particularities. God, this guy loves the smell of his own farts. I want to explore the questions that feel truly essential to me, the questions that David White would say, I have no right to go away, the questions that Rilke implores us to live. For me, this means leaving. And then he says, I do not know what comes next.
It's a lot of quoting poetry. It's a lot of, I hope to explore a poetry degree and devote myself to the practice of courageous speech. I'm also excited to deepen my practice of facilitation, coaching, community building, and group work. We shall see what unfolds. You know what? Why don't... if you're going to do this, either reveal all of your worries about the dangers of AI, get specific.
Yeah. You got to go read a book.
Get specific about what you saw. If you're so worried about our interconnected crises, hit me with it. He gives us absolutely nothing. I would have preferred he just fucking quietly retired at this point.
He's going to put out a poem that's like, roses are red, violets are blue. AI is scary.
And you should too.
And you should be too. And it's scary too. You're scary too. That was bad.
Yeah, we really look forward to reading your poetry about the interconnected crises. God bless.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare an AI war.
It's not ideal that he's worried about these safety issues, though, because as we were saying, this is the one place where they seem to be at least putting on a front of caring about these safety issues and stuff. I actually just watched a whole interview with the CEO, I'm blanking on his name, Dario.
Oh yeah, Dario something.
Amadei or something like that. And
he's a made up guy. He's just not real.
He honestly really
feels
such a
like weird.
He's been like plucked out of. I think he's American, but he does not. I think he was born in California, but he just almost talks in a way that I've never.
I'm Dario Amadei. I'm ethnically maybe some kind of European. Nobody knows for sure. Go on.
He just. I mean, it's a strange interview. It's an hour long. It's hard to sum up, but just these moments of him kind of not knowing exactly what this thing they've created is. When it comes down to consciousness and stuff, they're like, we don't know if it's conscious. And their own worries about. He does sincerely want caution around AI, but then it's just like. But if no one's doing it, we got to build it. I am worried that there could be some kind of autonomous swarm of drones that starts ruling the world because they could just kill everyone. But we can't stop building it.
Yeah, it's like, well, all this stuff. it's going to come for your jobs, and it's going to cause mass unemployment for millions and millions of hardworking Americans and others all over the world. But at least it costs a lot of money, and at least it takes a lot of resources, and at least it's going to make things hard to discern from reality, and at least it could lead to World War III. But at least we'll have Elon robot giving me butt snipping surgery in 4 years.
But to be honest, now that we've seen some of this Chinese robot stuff and are understanding the full picture of just how much more advanced they are on that, and it's seemingly more advanced on the AI front in general. When you're talking about,
and it's cheaper to run.
That's what I'm talking about. The things they're able to accomplish with much less money, much less power, all these things.
Classic Chinese move.
It's crazy, and the things they're willing to do with these robots on a massive display.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going, wow,
our butts are snipped.
They're going to be snipping our butts.
They're going to be snipping our butts.
So much of this is I don't know what the plan is. This is just the product of a decades-long project of hollowing out American manufacturing, turning us into this weird service industry country.
All the better to serve us ads.
But, and now we're going to get to this point. Even if they want to catch up, I feel like they're going to still have to ship their robot manufacturing to China. Like, who's going to make your robots?
More robots, dude.
The robots are going to make
Optimus robots.
Well, as soon as he gets 1 billion Optimus robots, then they're just making themselves, and then
and then the software on top of it, the subscription to the Optimus robot, that's going to be another 10 trillion. Tack it on there, man. Let's just round it up to $50 trillion annually. They're going to be making. I
would like to see these Chinese robots fold a shirt, though.
Yeah, it's the little nuances. I feel like it approaches a I wish I knew the mathematical term for it.
But if an Optimus robot could do what those Chinese robots were doing, they would do it at one of their presentations. That's for sure.
It's like that principle of
we should probably play the clip because we haven't we've been talking around it, and
because China just did the bottom for the audio listener. Oh, so just imagine these robots, right? And they're all dancing in a very traditional Chinese like way, and
just a year ago,
they were a little sloppy,
they were just
a little awkward.
Waving handkerchiefs around.
Yeah, they were little awkward teenagers. They were like kindergartners doing a dance. But now in 2026, they're like one of those hot Instagram girls dance studios where they're all in front of a mirror and they have really good lighting and they're like doing like hip hop dancing, but it's Chinese.
Summer break is over and the robots came back and they're hot as hell.
Yeah. And okay, go ahead.
And you were gonna.
Whoa, turn it down. Wow, dude. Unbelievable.
It is nuts. Because the kids will interact with them. In the longer video, there's footage of the kids interacting with them in ways that I just find impressive.
Mm-hmm. And then here, scrub toward the end. Oh, we're pretty much already there. I think a big one comes out. Oh, and they're doing nunchucks?
Not good.
Meanwhile, the ones last year are still just like, look at the flags. The little flags we got. Oh, and then they bring out like a...
I need to go to China as soon as possible. I'm tired of talking about it. Like, it's just... It's the most confounding thing to me. Everything I see is literally someone being... It's on polar opposites. Someone who's been there or lives there and is talking about how it's the craziest place and they're living in the future.
Yeah.
And we live in the Stone Age over here. Or it's some guy who's like, none of it's real. You go to China and nothing actually works. It's not a real thing.
Well, or it's all relegated to the couple big cities. It's all the big cities. And
but that's where all the people live, just like here. Everything is in the big cities.
Not true. There's people living like 40 million at a time in the smaller cities. Or not smaller cities, but the less technically advanced ones.
Sure,
like, where's the one where they did COVID? Where the Chinese guy discovered COVID?
Oh,
Wuhan.
Wuhan, yeah.
Wuhan. Oh, it was Zeno's paradox is what I was looking for. Where you'll never quite get to the end of something if you just go half the distance at a time.
Yeah, you've brought this up so many times.
No, I know,
on
but
the
that's
show.
what it feels like we're getting with robots. It's like, oh, you take that first big step, great. And then the next big step, great. But then as you get to the finer and finer needs and details of something as simple as folding a shirt, it takes exponentially more compute power and ability for, sensory intake and stuff.
This is the hell we're doomed to live in. We'll get the robots to do cool flips. It can rip your arms off and beat you to death with them, but it will never be able to fold your shirt.
Yeah. You've got it at home and it's just doing flips and you're like, cool. As you fold your laundry, it's just like, nice. Wow. That's cool.
Nice.
Wow. They got one that can do the Unitree behind the scenes. They did this
yeah, because they have these two very popular companies, Agibot and Unitree.
Yeah, let's see. And they got them doing kung fu type shit. Well, of course, it's China.
I love the music.
Yeah, me too. Hey-o.
Do you think in the robot's head he's saying, "Watch this"?
I hope. It is really, really impressive stuff. I mean, they're just doing gymnastics and shit. Wow, man.
Elon
All right,
Musk.
it's back to the Chinese guys. All right, that's enough. Man,
What if this is fake and it's all fake for...
I don't think it's fake. Click that third link. You can already buy one for $13,500 sold. So this is from an article from Rest of World. Anyway, scroll down. There's a graphic that shows. Oh yeah, there we go. So Unitree sold the most last year of 5,500 units. Then you've got Agibot just below that. UB Tech, Leju.
All Chinese companies
all
at the
Chinese. And then you got Figure AI, Agility Robotics, and Tesla. Tesla sold 150 to fucking whom?
I know. If you're one of those 150, please reach out.
Maybe they sold them to themselves, like a subsidiary kind of thing, or something. I don't know.
Probably. I mean, why not? You got SpaceX, XAI, and X all housed in one thing now, and you've got Tesla and the Boring Company and Neuralink. You could just self-suck all the way down.
By the way, these Chinese companies are dirt cheap compared to American companies. Their valuations are very, very low, despite being leaders, like the world leaders. And then by contrast, these American companies are valued very, 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 very high. And I think Unitree is about to go public later this year, but probably not on US markets. And this was surprising to me. I saw in that same article that global humanoid robot market, the global humanoid robot market, is projected to be $38 billion by 2035. That seems incredibly low,
especially when Elon Musk is making $30 trillion.
Dollars? Truly, it's like, okay, well, if in 4 years, it's just the classic thing is like, all right, are these analysts right or is Elon Musk right? I'm going to go with probably neither of them.
Has Elon Musk ever been right?
Yes, he's been right. He was able to do the landing the rockets thing, and they did sell a fuck ton of cars, which is always surprising to me. I'm like, really? They're really the number one brand? Pissing me off. And anyway, it's supposed to reach $5 trillion by 2050, which again is far off. Way far off.
We'll all be dead.
2050?
Not from old age, my man.
That's freaky, man. I don't want to be dead by then. And yeah, China has state support. They've got all the supply chain. It's all right there. So they can just do it really quickly. And yeah, this analyst said that the U.S. won't necessarily be stuck behind and we could win in quality over quantity.
Oh, yeah. So we'll
see about that. We'll see.
Our quality versus quantity is just the Optimus robot walking out and falling over, and then Chinese robots doing coordinated dances together
over it and stuff. But
well, hang on though. Let's not count out the Optimus yet.
It's practicing for its butt snipping surgery tomorrow. At least all of this AI is costing causing consumer products to either be delayed or like be way, 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 way more expensive. The PS6 is getting delayed by like 2 years
Because of AI?
because of RAM. memory.
storage stuff.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So they're pushing it back because they're like,
because
well,
it's gonna be so expensive.
we can't sell a PS6 for like $1,200. It's like, actually, yeah, you probably could.
Dude, that's a shit ton of money.
I know it is, but don't second guess gamers. I mean, yeah, the iPhone already costs that much.
But no
damn
one
money.
buys an iPhone. You like go do a weird thing at Verizon or AT&T and they're like, somehow you're going to pay $13 a month for your
dude,
iPhone. And you're like, whatever, dude. Just give me the fucking thing.
I always wonder how they make their money on that, where they're like, come into Verizon, we'll give you 5. We'll give you 5 phones.
Literally
5 phones free.
I only upgrade when like a new one comes out and I see some billboard that's like, Verizon will literally give you an iPhone for free. And I'm like, all right, then I go in and they're like, yeah, you can have one for free.
You get a voucher for a free butt snipping surgery. Your butt stuck together, Verizon's got you covered.
There's no way someone's buying a $1,200 PS6.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there's no way they're going to do free
or
butt
someone
butt
will.
snipping.
Someone will, but
Yeah.
they're not going to sell. Dude, that's so. I actually have no idea how much a PS5 costs.
It's like $400, $300, I think now. A new PS5 digital is like $300.
You think people will buy $1,200?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying GTA 6 is coming around the pike.
That's like a MacBook.
How now here's what's confusing to me. So you've got the PS6 coming out in a few years, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is slated to come out later this year. If I'm Take-Two Interactive, who's the parent company of Rockstar, aren't you going to want to wait for the PlayStation 6 to you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Can you optimize it? Maybe they'll optimize it for that when
buy the
time comes.
PS6 version?
Yeah.
With more boobs.
Booze or boobs?
Which one would be cooler?
Boobs. Boobs would be cool. But yeah, man, I don't know.
But yeah, man.
Shit. What were we just saying right before that? The RAM.
You were saying,
Verizon. You know what I bet they do? What part of it is you pay X number of dollars a month, and you're essentially renting the phone, and they're counting on you keeping it for longer than it would. For example,
yeah, I have to trade my old phone in.
Yeah, and a few years ago, I rented a refrigerator because I was moving into a new place and it didn't have a refrigerator, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy one. I'll just rent one, and it was I don't know, $20 a month or something. But then I ended up living there for like 2 years.
I was gonna say it wouldn't take that long for it to just.
Well, then by the time my old roommate moved out, he realized, oh shit, I could have just bought 2 or 3 in this time, and I think that's how they probably end up getting you. Verizon's what a mess of a company in terms of like they got so much debt and they got so many different things. I would hate to be the CEO of that fucking company.
Do you have Verizon?
Yeah.
So do I. It's the worst. I honestly want to switch. The amount of time there was that big outage maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago or something where it was just all day there was no Verizon coverage.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time. There are minor ones I think that happen where it just goes out constantly. The first time it happened, I went to the Verizon store to be like, dude, what is up with my phone? There's a ton of people in there. And as soon as I walked in, the guy was like, are you here because you don't have service? I was like, yeah. He was like, just go home. They're working on it.
Just go home. Fuck you.
And so now as soon as my phone goes into SOS mode, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Same thing with I got that autism internet provider, Spectrum.
Nice.
And it goes out all
You were too eager for it.
Yeah, I know. It goes out all the time. Like throughout the day, my internet it'll briefly go out for 30 seconds and then come back. But
that might be because of the videos you have on your computer.
No, it's not because of the weird videos this time. I don't know what it is, but well, let's round it up. Doug, you got to stop licking your paw, dude. That might have been the thing that gave you diarrhea. He had bloody diarrhea the other day, guys. He like blasted diarrhea and then he readjusted himself. And then he just shot out a little bit of blood. And I was like, okay, cool. We got to go to the vet. So we went to the vet. And anyway, let's play the, hey, Hey, is it good when the CEO of the company I'm invested in plays Subway Surfer above a video of them announcing their earnings?
Are you heavily invested in Coinbase?
Because that's exactly what they did. This is the Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, who looks like he's got alopecia. Jesus Christ. The glare coming off this guy's head. He looks like Mr. Clean. Anyway, he's going over their results, which were bad, by the way. And they put Subway. What, like, is their social media person stuck in 2021?
No, this is
old.
No.
Old ass kind of thing. No.
Do they not do this anymore?
No, it's
I mean,
Minecraft
don't ask me.
stuff.
I'm the worst. I
don't
don't know anything.
Hey
Go
everyone,
ahead.
it's earnings day for Coinbase, and we just reported numbers for Q4 2025. Coinbase is building better financial services for the world, powered by
it's
crypto.
not.
And our thesis is actually very simple. Crypto is updating the multi-trillion-dollar financial services industry, and Coinbase is the company best positioned to capitalize on this transformation.
Can you pause it?
I want to show you a few.
I'm totally watching the.
It does something crazy to your brain. Where like,
I found myself fully just like watching it, but listening.
also,
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
Whoever came up with it, it's very
We're
unfortunate.
toddlers, dude.
I know.
That's what it is. We all have toddler brains, and that is really interesting.
Play it again.
Highlights and charts from our recent shareholder letter which drive this point
Get those
home.
coins.
So first,
Go that way.
because
Yeah.
Coinbase is the most trusted brand in crypto, we store more crypto than any other company.
Oh,
Assets on platform is how we track this, and it's grown about 3x over the last 3 years. We now store about 12% of all crypto in
All
the
right,
world,
stop.
more than the next.
and what you definitely don't want coming out of a company that you own stock in is exactly what's been happening at Coinbase. Not only has the CEO, this guy, been selling hundreds of millions of dollars worth of stock, but he tweeted that he was doing some side passion project, and it's like, brother, when you're the founder and CEO of a company, like, imagine if Jensen Huang tweeted, I'm going to be doing, excited to announce I'm going to be doing this new like side project. That does not bode well.
Imagine if Elon Musk was like, actually, I'm going to start 5 other companies, and we're going to, one's going to be the boring company, one's going to be SpaceX, we're going to do a flamethrower.
That actually worked for him, though.
Yeah,
that worked for him.
I'm going to buy Twitter, and I'm going to be the CEO of all of them.
All right. That's what we need to start.
Neuralink.
We need to start. First of all, if I were like Aaron Ross Sorkin, the famed interviewer who's interviewed Elon countless times, why isn't he taking that like 5-minute long clip of Elon making broken promise after broken promise, or not even broken promise, bad prediction after bad prediction? We're gonna have
right. A promise would be like he actually thought he could do it and was intending to make good on it. This was just him
we're gonna have
pumping his own stock.
Yeah.
By being like, give me 1 year, and the first child will be born on Mars.
Play that shit and just say, what about that, Elon? What about that one, Elon? Why is that one wrong? Why should we trust you now?
All 5 minutes, and when he tries to interject, say, just give me one more. Let's
there's
watch
4
this.
more minutes of this.
There's actually 4 more minutes of you saying we're going to Mars very soon.
And at this point, I think that we should just, if I were interviewing Elon and he were making these incredulous predictions, I would just act not even impressed, but just like, oh, all right. It's like, give me some. I'm interviewing you. You're Elon Musk. So Elon, whoa. So, wow. XAI and SpaceX. What do you guys have planned?
Well,
like realistically, what's the next big thing for you guys?
By 2030, we're gonna have mass drivers on the moon.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna have at least 1 million Optimus robots on the moon, serving everybody and doing all kinds of stuff for them.
Huh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole city on the moon, and
right.
yeah, it's. So you're talking about at least $30 trillion, because we'll probably be mining the moon for all kinds of minerals.
$30 trillion?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
all right.
It's just not. It's essentially okay boomering him. Well, folks, I think that's probably a good place to stop. Join us in the bonus when we're going to be talking about RFK's toilet cocaine. Let's see.
You know what? Well,
just a bunch
I'll
of
tell
what?
you. I'll tell you in the bonus.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. We're going to talk about a lot, man. BenandEmilShow.com. See you there.
Coming up on this week's episode of BenandEmil'sShow.com.
After the World Trade Center collapsed in 2001, Charlie
Fucking amateurs,
Feynman
man.
loses everything important in his life.
Yeah, his wife and his kid. And maybe important documents. Maybe she was carrying documents. Oh man, my wife and kids were. She was carrying
care
all
about
our important documents.
It's the documents.
It's the documents.
Shabadoo. He should have
You
to.
sounded like Michael Jackson. You went Shabadoo.
He should have to throw those in his serious movies.
Honestly, thank
Like
God
Uncut
Michael.
Gems, him putting in the parlay, just being like, shit.
Get that Jimmy. Honestly, very good that Michael Jackson died when he did, because I don't think we all could have collectively handled what he would have looked like older. All right, gay son or thought daughter. That's the one that they love to ask.
Rich
too.
family or
Can I have both, please?
both what?
I want the gay son. I want the thought daughter.
Oh, you want a gay son? You can do,
let's
you
have
can do
them-
both.
Yeah, they'd be great together. He'd be giving her tips on stuff. She'd be giving him tips on stuff.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know, whatever.
What kind of
Whatever a
tips?
gay son needs help with, and whatever a thought daughter needs
What
help
kind of
with.
tips were you
I
imagining?
don't know, hair stuff.
Yeah, but who's giving who what
They're
tip?
both exchanging it, you know. they're both having a good time, and I'm just going, you know, I got my mug, and I'm like, you guys being gay and thoughty in here, keep it up.
Just one tip. Give me one tip.
I don't know.
that-
He's managing her OnlyFans account. How about that? And she's managing his. They're both doing
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. The greedy chaser, the hysterical racer, the joyful racer, the cocky racer, and the calm navigator. And I
Ben
don't
loves this kind of
Yeah,
shit.
because go ahead and play it.
So basically, exactly what I said is why you liked it.
Excuse me, but this is objectively funny.